What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to yet another episode of Smart Money Sundays. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Obviously, last week, if you've been paying attention, I was very specific about what we were looking at on Euro USD. And you'll remember that I was very keen on this level here and whether or not price was going to sustain above it or break back below it. Okay, and then I was going to use that as kind of an indicator for our other pairs in terms of a bias. Obviously, you can see we blasted right through this level. Okay, and so now going into this week, I'm really looking to sell Euro USD. We're looking for sells on EU and kind of pretty much across the board on these dollar pairs. Okay, and so in terms of levels, obviously, you can see we have a singular wick high here, which I do think we could, if we could possibly get back above this high and run out this liquidity, there's still the possibility that we maintain this high here. And so we would simply, potential little buy here, but simply run this one more time, sustain, respect this candle, and then look for shorts. Okay, that would be really, really nice. We get back above the week's opening price for premium to sell this thing, hopefully the rest of the week. Okay, actually I was going to hop over to the 4 hour, and if we do indeed breach this level, we're still looking for shorts, but we could obviously just come a little bit higher. Back up into the level where, that critical level from last week around 1380. Okay, so if we do make a run for it, which I wouldn't be surprised, I would rather see us maintain or respect this lower box here, but there's a possibility we do run it. Then I'd be looking at 1380, this kind of supply region, significant level of price for our sell-offs. Okay, and then first real target for me is going to be these lows down here at 1285. Okay, I'd really like to see this achieved pretty quickly this week. Okay, so this will be ideal. All right, so that is Euro USD. Looking for shorts this week. Obviously, the higher the price we can get, the better. But looking to sell this thing, I wouldn't be looking to buy it now that we've broken through our significant level from last week. All right, so hopping over to GBP USD, and again, we're using our bias from EU and correlating it over pretty much to GBP USD, and this looks really good. Okay, this looks really good. Obviously, low, high manipulation, run on a short-term trend line, buy to sell, new low. Okay, so I'd really like to see, this looks very simple to me. Looks very kind of routine. Obviously, up close candle here will be our POI. We could also take 50% of the entire volume here and look at this as kind of our secondary level. And this will be our sell zone here. Okay, really like to see in between 1361 and 1363. And also we could run this low a little bit more, and then that'll provide a nice fib opportunity, potentially 61.71 golden region, get up into those premiums for a nice sell-off. Obviously that negative 27 will be first target's 3480, but in all reality I could see this thing really running down all the way back down into the lows here ultimately. But to play it safe, you could look to simply target this level here as an overall target for GBP USD. So that's a pretty hefty sell-off we could be looking at. A few hundred pips, probably won't happen all in 1 week. But you can see that our POI, you can see the 4 hour 50 EMA as we're trading below it now would be a nice retest of that region as well up into our 3 hour up close candle. Okay, so that's looking really, really good. Especially, guys, if we get up into this level around London session open or New York session open tomorrow around 7 to 9 a.m. That would be great, or around 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern time for London session. Okay, so really like this up close candle on GU. Again, the open 50%. Okay, so that is GU. Very simple, very straightforward. Make sure you're marking these levels off, guys. Very easy but critical price action or critical levels to make sure we're aware of coming into this week. Remember, all you need is a couple good trades a week, a couple layup setups. Okay, we don't need anything fancy, anything special. The more experience you get, the more you're more so inclined to literally just be patient for the easy layup setups. Okay, don't force anything. Just let them come to you. All right, so that is GU, and obviously our final one is going to be AUD USD. Okay, now this one is looking kind of like a retail head and shoulders to me. I don't know about you. I don't really care about head and shoulders. I don't really like the principle of head and shoulders. Oftentimes what we'll see with head and shoulders is obviously the shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then retail traders will look for a breakout of the neckline and a retest. And what often happens is we'll get a breakout of the neckline and a snap back up. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But ultimately, I'm looking at relative equal lows here now. But ultimately, kind of these lows I'd like to see run out. Just correlating this with EU and GU. I would prefer EU and GU. They look clearer to me at the moment. But in terms of AU, if we can get our high, low, high, we price in a new low, then obviously we'd be looking at another lower high, and we've got some clean up close volume here that we could be looking to play off of for a third shorting opportunity. Okay, but it would be nice to kind of see that sequential lower high, lower low, and then that would be more confirmation for me. That would put it more so in the layup category that EU and GU are currently in. Okay, so using EU as our benchmark again this week, guys. Looking for downside on Euro USD. Therefore, I'm looking for downside on GU as well as AU. GU looks the cleanest in terms of a point of interest at the moment, but EU certainly is giving us that confirmation, that bias back on down to the downside for these dollar pairs. All right, so quick video, I know, but very simple, straight to the point. I hope you mark off these levels. Again, make sure we're monitoring these levels and price action at the proper times of day. I can't stress that enough. If you don't know what I mean, we have a whole 30+ minute video in our advanced smart money course breaking down time and price and how critical it is that we're executing our trades at the proper time and understanding why price does specific things at specific times. Okay, so shoot us a DM if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to join the community, like to join our VIP trade idea service or take any of our courses or use any of our expert advisors. So many good products and services, and we're really kicking gears in to take off here in 2022. All right, Ariel__FX is our IG. Give us a follow, shoot us a DM, or message us on Telegram at ArielFX Trading. We'll be happy to get you involved. All right, have a great week. Safe trading.